Welcome to EliteGuitarist.com. My name is Ines Thomé. We will play the second movement today, the Andante Religioso. First of all, I would like to thank Guitar Salon International for letting me borrow this beautiful instrument. It's a 2017 Jochen Rothel guitar. And if you want more information about it, you can click on the link in the video description to guitarsalon.com. The second movement of La Catedral is entitled Andante Religioso. And it's a very pastoral and chorale-like piece with a very calm mood. So let's get started. The piece is in B minor, like the other movements as well. And that's where we start our first chord. Bar number 1 is a B minor chord in the 7th position. So the version I'm looking at has a little pickup, which I usually don't play. If you like this pickup and if you like to play it, then it's a slide from a D to F sharp. And you can play that on the 2nd string, that will be the 3rd fret to the 7th fret, or on the 3rd string if you like it a little darker, then the slide is from the 7th fret to the 11th fret. And from there on we move on. So we stay in the 7th position, and the melody now moves a step down to E, back up to F sharp. You can just hold the bar if you want. Then to G, to F sharp again, to E on the 3rd string, and back to our B minor chord. So now we have to think about the rhythm a little bit. It's a dotted rhythm. So when you just think 8th notes in your head, it's like 1 and 2 and. One more time. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. This is the first part of our phrase. The whole phrase is 4 measures long. That was like the first 2 measures. So that's where we end in measure 2. And then we move down. We still stay on, the melody stays on F sharp, but we move down to the 3rd finger on F sharp. So that's the 7th fret. We are now in the 5th position. So this chord here, we need the first finger on the G on the 5th fret, D string, then another D and the B on the 7th fret. I start in the middle of measure 2, 3 and 4 and 2 and now this is an A major chord in the 7th position, in the 5th position. So just play 3, 2, 1 in the 5th position, A major. Now for the next chord, you leave the 3rd finger down and just put the 4th finger back on this F sharp on the 7th fret and a D in the bass. So you switch from this A major chord, measure 3, to this D major chord. And the end of the phrase, measure 4, we have this chord, this E minor chord here. It's an E on the 5th string, and it's on 7th fret, then 9th fret, B, 8th fret on the 2nd string, the G. Now we have this beautiful passing note, this E sharp. So the E moves to the E sharp. Just slide up the 1st finger, pretty easy. Phrase ends on the dominant, on like an F sharp major chord. You play this in the 6th position. So 4th finger, 5th string, 3rd finger, 4th string, 1st finger, 3rd string. You have to think about this 3rd finger. It is easy if you leave it on the string and slide up, but it gets really noisy. One way to get rid of this noise is to lean a little bit into the left side of your finger, and that way you can slide up a little easier. Don't press too hard, don't leave the finger down with too much pressure, because then it gets even more noisy. And the side of your finger, usually you have less callus on the side of your finger, so it just sounds smoother when you shift. Okay, so in my opinion, the most bright chord in this whole first 4 measures is this G major chord here in the 5th position, right on measure 3. This is just the brightest chord. G major always, especially on a guitar, sounds very bright and very happy. And this is something you really want to bring out. So you can reinforce that by just playing a little brighter. And then the chords itself will darken towards the end of the phrase. So think about what you like and what's your overall idea with this piece. How do you hear this piece? Maybe you have different versions, heard different versions, and maybe you like one version particularly well. Just find out why you like this version better. Maybe it's because the dotted rhythm is a little more one way or a little more the other way. And just make it a deliberate choice. Again, it shouldn't happen just randomly. You want to really make this choice and make it a certain way because that's what you want to hear.